If these words are before your eyes right now, believe me, it's no coincidence. It's a sign that your life is ready for change and that your thoughts have manifested. Perhaps you've been thinking about certain questions lately. Perhaps at this stage of your life, you want something to change. This is the universe's answer to your wish. Whether it's the wisdom that comes with years or the right timing, whatever we want to call it, the moment has come and now you are here. The words you are reading and hearing aren't just an ordinary article, they're a sincere invitation to unlock the enormous potential within you. The power of the mind isn't a new trend that only young people are into. It's a timeless art that can be mastered at any age, and you're on the verge of becoming a master of this art. Do you know why? Because life has already given you the most valuable asset, awareness, and now it's time to transform that awareness into conscious power. We've always been told that I can change the brain, haven't we? But with your many years of experience, you know much more. Not only the brain, but life itself changes. Think about it for a moment. Our thoughts are like seeds we sow in the soil, and these seeds have the power to sprout. Modern science calls this quantum potential. So it's a field of infinite possibilities. Imagine the thought pathways in our brain like paths in a forest. The more often you use a path, the clearer it becomes, the easier it is to follow, and the more it begins to show you the way. After a while, you get used to it. Our long-standing habits, worries, or beliefs are precisely these broad paths that we often walk and know by heart. Some lead to beautiful vistas, others repeatedly into the same thorny bushes. Some offer us a rose garden, others lead us down a garbage heap. The good news is that you always have the power to forge new paths in this forest. Every new thought, every new perspective is a new path opening up in the forest. At first, it's difficult to follow this path, but as you continue along it, it becomes broader and easier than before, eventually opening all avenues for you, even if you don't want it to. This is what we mean by rerouting destiny, consciously choosing new paths and taking them. There's a very well-known study with taxi drivers in London. As these people memorized the thousands of streets of this complex city, the part of their brain responsible for memory grew. They not only stored information, but also changed the structure of their brain with their thoughts and concentration. If this is possible for a city map, so why shouldn't it be possible to redraw the map of your inner world? The shared whispers of ancient wisdom. These new ideas are indeed an ancient truth that you should recall. In the Islamic faith, one of the tenets is, actions follow intentions. Prayer itself is the art of directing focused thoughts and faith energy toward a specific outcome. Allah's creative power, Kun Fayakun, reminds you that words and intentions have the highest creative power. In Christianity and Judaism, faith is central. Jesus' words, "If you have faith as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, be lifted up and thrown into the sea," show that faith can even shape the physical world. God created the world with words, e.g., "let there be light." This is clarified in Eastern philosophies and Buddhism. The mind is whatever you think, that you become, says Buddha. The law of karma states that the results of your thoughts and intentions come back to you. Meditation helps you become master of this creative process. As you can see, the names intention, faith, prayer, and mind change. The truth remains the same. Your inner world is the architect of your outer world. You are the heir to this ancient wisdom. Life is the greatest teacher, and one of the most important lessons it has taught you up to this age is this: experiences and the deepest truths cannot be learned from books. They are already within you and are merely remembered. So what does it mean to remember? Think of the uninspiring noise of modern life, news, social media, the opinions of others, worries about the past, fears about the future. All this noise creates noise in our minds, a static, a restlessness. Amid this parasitic noise, it's almost impossible to hear the whispers of our soul or our hearing itself. In fact, that voice is always there. The answers are always there. We don't have to learn anything new. We just need to mute the noise and become still. In the language of energy, we refer to this inner reversal as tuning in to a higher frequency. Just like a radio that, when it finds the right station, plays clear music instead of static. Do you now understand how, with your effort, you search and find the station you want to hear clearly? When we connect with our inner wisdom, we find clarity and peace in our lives. During this time, your dearest friends stop calling you. You no longer go to the places you used to go every day, and even the music you listen to changes. Don't interfere. Don't touch anything. Just keep going. When we are young, we are always looking for information from outside and wait for confirmation. As we mature, we understand that the real answers come when we quietly listen within ourselves and listen to our intuitive compass, the so-called heart eye. This isn't a game of the mind, it's a serenity, a state of knowing that comes with the years. The moments you say, "I felt this deep down," that groundless calm, or the sudden feeling of having made the right decision are wonderful proof that you can hear that inner voice on the right frequency. A young and untrained mind jumps from one topic to another and tends to get scattered. Isn't that the reason for our what-ifs? We get lost in the sea of possibilities. A mature and trained mind, on the other hand, knows what's truly important. It distinguishes between right and wrong. Now you need to know and do what you want to focus on. Imagine your attention like a flashlight, but this flashlight also has a battery, your mental and emotional energy. If you focus your attention simultaneously on a past regret, a future worry, and a current problem, the flashlight's light will dim. Your energy is running low. You can't fully explore any topic. That's why you feel tired at the end of the day, but haven't accomplished anything properly. Quantum physics says the observer determines the outcome. The wisdom of life says, what you intend, you experience. Both say the same thing. When you focus your energy and attention on a single point, a miraculous power emerges. The scattered light transforms into a laser beam and penetrates even the toughest obstacles. Pause for a moment in the hustle and bustle of everyday life and ask yourself, what am I using my energy and attention for right now? Where is it going? Is this what I really want to do? This simple question will help you regain control of your life. Gather your scattered energy and illuminate the one path that truly matters. You've probably noticed this many times in your life. When you're in a good mood, even the simplest illness, like a cold, hardly bothers you. But when you're in a bad mood, even the smallest pain becomes a huge problem. This is certainly no coincidence, although it is questionable whether such a thing as coincidence even exists. This is the most fundamental proof that mind and body are actually one. Science has even given this field a name, psychoneuroimmunology. Behind this complicated name lies a simple truth. The mind is the commander of the immune system. Even medicine now accepts the existence of the so-called placebo effect. Isn't a placebo the healing power that emanates not from a pill, but from the belief in that pill? The strongest signal, so what's sent to the body, is often not a drug, but the firm belief that that drug will work. How does this happen? It's actually simple. Every thought generates chemical energy in the brain, and this energy immediately sends a message to every cell in your body at your request. Fear and worry send the cells the message, danger, close down, protect yourself. The body protects itself. Sometimes we vomit, and without knowing it, the body only reacts because it believes it's been damaged. It uses its energy on defense, while healing takes a back seat. Peace, prayer, wishes, and gratitude send the cells the message, everything is fine, the environment is safe. Renew yourself, develop yourself, and repair yourself. The immune system is strengthened. The repair mechanisms begin to work at full capacity. This means that even though healing through thought seems like something magical, it isn't. It's the art of communicating with your own cells in the right language. That's all. What message do you send your cells every day? A message of crisis, of illness, or a message of trust and renewal? There are famous studies that show that water crystals are influenced by thoughts. Considering that our bodies are 70% water, what we whisper to our inner waters every day is crucial, like a baptism. Of course, this doesn't replace modern medicine and your doctor's recommendations, but it connects this valuable knowledge with the most powerful healer in the universe, the unwavering power of your own spirit and your faith. Remember, what you can find, you live. What you can see, you become. We usually spend the first half of our lives doing and achieving things. Isn't that quite natural? The desire for control is actually our survival instinct. Especially as our responsibilities increase, we cling tightly to the steering wheel of life with the instinct to protect everything and everyone. But life teaches us all the following at some point. The tighter we grip the steering wheel, the bumpier the ride becomes. Imagine you are holding a butterfly in the palm of your hand. If you uncontrollably clench your palm to avoid losing it, you send it flying into the void. However, if you gently open your palm, it may choose to stay there and continue its life from there. The same is true for the life's beauties, opportunities, and solutions.